What's going on, good people? Let me drop this banner down just briefly. Make sure that I can see my bubble bouncing. Come on into the room. Come on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, and trainable. And go ahead and drop your city and state into the comment area to allow me to see where it is that I am being able to be heard, where I'm streaming to, where we are in the whole wide world. So what I'm going to do right now is verify via my phone. Good deal. And it did sound like my volume was clear. So hopefully there is no echo going on and you guys are ready to grab this information. So today's Watch Me Work Wednesday is 100% about client updates for Winston-Salem Sportsmen Club and the Bill and Carolyn Hayes Foundation. So if you are interested in getting that information, then you want to stay tuned. You want to go ahead and grab your pen and pad, your favorite pen and pad, and jot down a few of these notes because this will and should help you have a look at your own brand and its development and see if you need to make some updates or exchanges or enhancements or any of that as well. So let's go ahead and roll this promo and we'll jump right into it. All righty, so let's get ready to jump right into this. Let's see if I can go ahead and drop a couple of directives here up on the screen. So again, go ahead, you guys, chime in with your city and state where you are watching from. I do see viewers are watching. So if you do comment and it just says like Facebook user, that's because you may be viewing it from the group or you may be over on LinkedIn. Let's see if I can go ahead and at least get LinkedIn pulled up on my phone so I can verify whether or not I can see you guys maybe over on LinkedIn through my app. So that again, if you guys are commenting, because you guys know we can go live on LinkedIn now if you have 150 plus followers, engagements, not notifications, but followers. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, LinkedIn, I am not hiring right now. Could you please go to my profile like I am asking you to? Thank you so much. So that I can see myself live over on LinkedIn and I can verify, there we go, whether or not there are comments coming over there because I think it's going to take a little bit more time for LinkedIn to catch up the way that it needs to catch up with regards to being able to see live instruction. And so I do know that that is becoming a slight pain, but at least you know that when you're on LinkedIn, if you have hearing impaired participants, they can and will be able to watch the closed captions going across the screen. So yay for that. So what's going on, good people? Come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable, post your city and state where you are catching this information from. Grab your favorite pen and pad and be ready to join me on this journey with updating a couple of client accounts today and grab some notes with regards to how you may be able to make updates and changes on your end as well. So let's see if I can get myself pulled down here to the bottom left hand corner and let's see if I can actually get my screen shared so that you guys are available to see exactly what it is that I endeavor to share with you. So let's see if we can get that pulled up onto the screen. There we go. Good deal. Good deal. So currently I have the YouTube channel up because I was trying to verify that my stream was available to go live. So let's get a couple of these extracurricular options off the screen. May look a little crazy, but you guys, you know, bob and weave and flow with me so that you can see what it is that we are trying to get shared with you. So currently what I have open on the screen right now is one of my email accounts, where the client has delivered some of these options that need to be updated on their site. And then I also have pulled up here on my phone where Coach Hayes is asking to have a little bit of his board of directors information updated. And so I may be able to make that adjustment, but I do see another adjustment for this Lighthouse client that does need to be updated. And that's the celebration banner needs to be pulled down. And maybe I can reach out to the client and ask the client to supply me with a few of the images from the 80th birthday celebration, and I can get those loaded onto the client site as well. So for the purposes of this, let's start here first with the web client. And we are actually going to go in through the Wix site because their site is not only through the agency app, but their site is also over on the Wix app. So this is a hybrid client that we have on both platforms based on the initial setup and structure of how we were going to work with the client. So this is a hybrid client, and you will see the updates on 2 different platforms. So specifically for this client, let's see if we can head over into it. It may move a little slow because I have several tabs open up here, but hopefully that won't keep you guys from learning what it is that I endeavor for you guys to learn on today. And so if I did not open up in the beginning and introduce myself. Hey, y'all. Hey, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton, Brand Master Martina Britt Yelverton, and my daily goal is to brand you, educate you, and to help you get your assets in order so that you can leave a legacy, or better yet, live one. As of right now, I help startup and struggling entrepreneurs to develop a simplified brand, right? So they can walk in their wisdom, catch their coins, right? And so that they are able to, as I said before, get their assets in order. I'm hoping to help, them deliver impact, deliver influence, and eventually deliver some income, right? To be able to create all of that. And so that is why we're here on today. I'm pulling up the edit site for the Hayes Foundation so that we can make a change to that and we can get it updated on the World Wide Web publicly. And so we've gone over in the Wix and we've pulled up the editable site, and we're actually going to hide that one panel because the Lord willing, Coach Hayes will continue to have birthday celebrations and they will continue to want that information advertised on the site. So we want to ensure that we go about pulling that information down from this past 2023 in June, like I said, and get those uploaded in place of this banner. But for the meantime, we're just going to remove that one banner. And as you see, because we now are a hybrid between the regular Wix platform and we also use the Wix Studio platform, it's currently taking the time to rearrange what was on the previous basic platform and rearrange it to the new Wix Studio platform. So generally it wouldn't take this long, but hey, we're live, things happen, and it looks like my band with may even be a little bit low. So let me see if I can check my volume here again. It's currently taking. Okay, good. So the thing. Soldier. Wonder if I should have done this live from downstairs in the main office instead of upstairs in the satellite office. So this is adding the final touches. I'm going to go ahead and do a refresh here, and hopefully that will go ahead and populate. Let me see if I get rid of the secondary site that I'll be working on shortly. If we can go ahead and get be able to use Wix for the option today, we may have to go ahead and move over to the high level account because Wix could be showing us its time parts right now. So let's see. Yep, still showing it's on pause on my end. Still preparing the site. Loading the pages. See if I can get a couple of these. All right, let's see if I can take the phone off of Wi-Fi. All right, so it doesn't appear that Wix is going to cooperate with us on today, and so we may have to skip the update for the Hayes Foundation, and we may have to go directly over to the next update for the Winston-Salem Sportsmen Club, because as you see, that one is populating. So let's go ahead and drop back out of here. That just speaks to the agency app through High Level and how much better it is performing for us on today than Wix. Hate to show you up like that, Wix, but that's what we got to do. So let's go ahead and go over into the Hayes Foundation, and let's see if we can go ahead and get, not the Hayes Foundation, I apologize, go over into the Winston-Salem Sportsmen Club and see if we can get that one to populate accurately. Alrighty, and so for today, we're going to go into the main site. And what came over is that they're having their next event, which is the Mary Garber tournament. It is the 34th annual Mary Garber Holiday Classic. And these were some of the updates, some of the logos that they asked to be updated on the website. And so to show you guys the website, here's the Winston-Salem Sportsmen Club, a website developed by the brand master for the Winston-Salem Sportsmen Club in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We've had several events. We've had their Sports Hall of Fame event. We've had their second and third annual golf classic that were under my leadership. And then we've also had a previous year's Mary Garber Holiday Classic. And now we are in the second year where I've been able to assist with the development of that. And we've gone ahead and we put up their design flyer. We have issued the save the dates and gone ahead and put the packet up so that people are available to access that. And so far, so good. So it looks like these are moving a little slow. So what I want to do, and hopefully it will not lose the stream, is I want to possibly opt to try Wi-Fi option that we have available. So let's see if it continues to move this slowly. Once we move over to the other option, we have to have two different internet options here inside of the house to see if we can get, you know, what we need to get. So let's do a refresh and see if those images load a little bit faster. Yeah, those are coming in a little bit faster. Still not as good as if I were downstairs directly connected in the main office, but I do want to get through this update on today. And so here we are at the 2023 Mary Garber Classic, and we need some updates. So they shot an email over to me and they asked me, you know, digital copies. These are the things that they wanted posted on the website. And Chris asked me to go in and make these updates to the website. So last year's holiday event, let's see if we can populate down to the bottom here. Last year's holiday, the 2022 holiday classic event, their web presence had the logos, had the scoring, had the locations, and eventually had the winners, as well as some back history, the link information for how to, you know, be able to view it, and any of their, you know, their information for the ongoing event. And so we're going to mimic a lot of what we see here from last year's. This is how we listed some of the logo information. And then, of course, that's the 2021 images, and this is the 2022 data, the way that it was displayed on the site. And so this year, we're actually getting ready to work on the 2023 updates. And so these are the current sites that they are requesting. Some of these logos are the same. And so if we already have those logos, then we're probably not going to duplicate it. But for now, we're going to go in and we're going to download into a folder here in the 2023 option. And hopefully, again, that won't be too much of a pain. It's probably cataloging those. There we go. All right. And let's go over to the folder for the Winston-Salem Sportsmen Club. And let's go to the 2023 Mary Garber folder. And we want to create the 2023 MG images. All right, and we want to go ahead and let those download, and we'll look for that circle to complete up here in the right-hand corner, letting me know, oh, okay, that everything has been done. So then we're going to go locate that folder. And once we locate that folder, we're going to unzip it so it compressed and downloaded. And so we want it to now decompress. I know that's not, the correct format for this, but we want it to allow us to unzip this folder and to extract the files out of that folder so that we can see them and we can upload any of the files that are not a duplicate. Again, we may just put them all in there for the expediency of doing the live, but we'll probably go back in and delete those that are not needing to be used. And so it put everything into one folder, so we can probably drop away this link for now, and we can go over into the site. So current clients get access to the high level account, and it is white labeled for my company, the Brand You Agency, under Family First Designs. And this is just a look at one of the pages that we utilize for one of the other clients. So this is for the Hayes Foundation. Today we're working specifically on the Winston-Salem Sportsmen Club. So let's close out the Hayes Foundation tab there to get as much of our bandwidth back as possible. And then we are actually updating for the 2023, the events page for the 2023 Mary Garber Holiday Classic. So let's go ahead and open a second tab that we're editing for that so that we can see what we may need to do. Now, as I said before, the 2022 could be a template that we actually clone that page, and then we go in and verify any of the comparison logos that we're trying to update. That would probably be the quicker way to do it. But since we already have a template set up here, I'm just going to show you what it would be just to add it here so that you can see if working inside of your own high level account and utilizing that, what that would look like from your end. So if you'll notice, anytime you're hovering or you see my mouse moving around, you see these orange, blue, green, purple boxes that pop up. That is the way that this agency account lets you know what area that you are in, so that you'll know what area you're trying to update. All right. And so right now we're in the area here, this section that is in green, and we are wanting to add, like I said before, similar to the 2022 event. Let's go back down to the bottom and let me right click and open in a new tab. We're wanting to create an area that looks similar to this for the use in the upload of the logos. So if we wanted the logos to go across the page like this, which I kind of think we do, this is how we can also see, hey, we already have the camels logo. I know for sure, some of these other ones will be reused, like this one here. This is one that will be reused that I recall from last year that I did see over in the email. Okay. And so temporarily, what I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to go into the settings, and I want to go into the media, and I want to open the media library. And I already have a folder for the 2023. And so inside of that folder is where I'm going to create a secondary folder. And for that one, I am going to name this one the 2023 Supporter Logos. Save that one. And it's going to create that folder here, and I'm going to go inside that folder. And now I am going to ask to upload the file that you just saw us download. So we're going to go back to the Mary Garber folder for 2023, and we're going to go into those images where it extracted those. And here is where you see the logos that it is requesting. So from here is kind of how I would determine if I'm going to download these exact same logos again, or if we're going to repurpose the logos from prior. Okay. And so what I want to do temporarily, let me see if I can hit cancel just for a moment. And I want to bring this over here off screen so that when I do the upload file again, and I go locate that folder again, I can compare what is in that folder with what I currently have on the site already. Because I wouldn't want to keep loading the same logo into different folders. That takes up a lot of folder space. You have to think about this when you're working on your client and you're thinking about their bandwidth. So let's scroll down a little bit and let's look left to right. You guys can't see the secondary screen that's over here, but I'm looking left to right just to see which logos are already on the site and that may be re-supporting again this year. So it looks like Parkland is a go. It looks like North Forsyth is a go. It looks like East Surrey is a go. It looks like Regan is a go. It looks like East Wilkes is a go. Glen is a go. Prep is a go. Lexington is a go. And so then outside of those, we have others. Yeah, so it looks like these are repeat supporters. Wake Forest, West Forsyth, I'm sorry, Walkertown. These are repeats from last year, Reynolds. So it looks like we have all of these from last year that are being repeated this year. So that is great. I don't need to upload any of these again. I would just need to go and copy them out of one folder and pull them to another folder. So that's great. We don't need to do that all again. So we're just going to go and get the 2023 Mary Garber because all of these other ones are supporting again this year. That is great. All right. So we're just going to open that one into the supporter logos folder. We're going to go back outside of that folder and we're going to create another folder and we're going to call this one the 2023. And then I'm going to put in parentheses because I believe these are the images from 2022. And these are going to be, I'm going to call them tournament images. And then we're going to go into that folder. All right. And then we're going to upload from that folder these images because these are not the same images that are currently on the site. These are, and I'm double checking on my other screen over here as well, all new images. So that's great. We have new images that will go up. So we're going to just copy each of these here. Boom, 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 and boom. All right. And we're going to get all of those put in. I think I missed one. Gosh darn it. So let me go back there. I think I missed one on the left. I think I missed Bill right there on the left. Let's see. Just Bill. No, I didn't because there it is right there. All right. So it looks like I got them all. So these are all the images 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So it looks like we're going to have 6 and 6 when I load these up on the site. So that's just to keep it looking nice and even across the screen. Previously we had 6. So this time we're going to have another 6. And so that is great. It looks like these may be from the 2022. So that's where we're going to title it unless they tell us something differently. Okay. So let's go back into our site here. And what I would like to do, these are the ones from 2021. So what I'm going to do is see how I am now in the green and now in the blue and now in the purple and now in the orange. All right. So we'd like this same body style that's between this blue and this blue. Both of these areas, we want this repeated. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to the right when we go to the blue. And we're just going to copy that. And then we're going to come down here to where we see the blue again. And we're going to copy that twice. Right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to move it up And then we're going to move this blue up. And so now we see these are the 2021 and these are the 2022. We're going to change that to a 2. And now we're going to go and replace each of these images because we know that we want, we counted before and we had 12. All right, so easiest way to do it is to click on the image itself and then go to your image here, image icon here, go into the 2023, and then go into the 2023 tournament images. And I'm going to go from the bottom up, and I'm looking at, I want to have it, you know, nice and variety. I'll probably put this one somewhere in the middle and this one somewhere in the middle, and I'll stack 2 team images and maybe 2 team images. And it looks like this may be a duplicate. Just from looking left to right, that may pose a problem, but we'll get to it. All right, so let's just go ahead and double click for that image to place that one. And then we're going to go back in there into that same folder. All right, and let's go ahead and get another team image on this side. All right, and so we have those 2 there. And then let's go with the singular image in the middle. And let's go with that one there. All right. And then let's go with another team image on one side. All righty. All right, that's the one we just used. We used that one already. This is one of the trophies. All righty, blue. And of course, this can be done any specific way you'd like. And we already used that one, so we're going to go back to that one and we're going to change that one out for a different one. You can put these images any way you so choose. I just wanted it to look nice and even, and then I'm going to add those color images with the different team across the bottom. So let's go ahead and use this one. All right, so that's the first 6 that we put in there, and then we're going to come down here to the next 6, and we're going to choose the images that had more of the color in them. And of course, they may say, hey, can we switch around the way that you have the images listed? Great, no problem. I'll just request them to let me know, you know, what their specific, changes are, and make those changes from my end. And as you can see, I no longer can multitask because I am double clicking the same ones. All right. All right. All right. And I think we're down to the wire for the last 2. I don't remember which one we're missing. Did I miss somebody? All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we saw one of them was a duplicate. All right, so let's hold right there. And so now we have the images, the 2022 there. We have the 2021 there. We think this one is a duplicate, so we won't run them again right here. We'll verify if there's, possibly a replacement image that is coming. And so let's see what our next move will be. All righty. So the next option that was requested to have on the site would, of course, be the support and the supporting logos. All right. And so going back and looking on the site, we could probably list those going across in a matter of 6, and looking at how many were submitted. let's start with those across the top. So we're going to make this a little easy on ourselves, and we're going to copy that. And what we're going to do is move that copy. See how it copied that one? There we go. We're going to move this blue copy up, and we're going to duplicate that. And so now what we're going to do is, again, we're going to adjust the image. So let's go over to our, let's see how nicely this is going to play this year. All right, so we know that inside of the 2023 folder, we are looking to use some of the images that came from the 2022 folder. And I do realize currently this says 2021. I'm assuming this is where I did not have them, categorized correctly. And it looks like we're going to get a myriad of images. All right, and that's not where our logo files are. So we're going to come back out of there. And let's see if we go here. Is this where our logo files are located? No, so our 2022 Mary Garber logo files are located here. And I just want to see how nicely this is going to play. Good, so it will allow me to move it from one folder to another folder, although I think that may disturb my 2022 listing. So what I'm going to do is just get the link. All right, so now that I've gotten the link, what I'm going to do is go back to my web presence, and I'm just going to utilize the same link again. So let's go back to the website. Let's go back into the folder where we have the full website here. And let's go down to the one that we're updating. Oh, let me do this way. Let me hit save because I don't want any of our hard work that we just implemented to be lost. And then let's go back over here and let's utilize this tab for our media source. And let's go back into our media file. And then let's go back to our Mary Garber and go back to our 2022 logos. And this way we're going to right click and get that link. And we're going to go back into our tab, click on the option. And in there is where we're going to begin to drop those logos. Okay. So we're going to get the links. We're going to go to the next image and we're going to drop those in there. We'll probably take the shadow off of each one because that will probably clean up the look of it. But let's go and grab all of our links first. See how that's making size adjustments? We don't always, want that to happen and want it to look like that. What's going on, Dr. Regina? So good to have you join me live. Peace and blessings to you as well. I hope you're feeling better. All righty, let's go and grab this one. And let's drop that one in here. All righty. And I'm really doing this from memory right now, guys, because they look familiar. And getting our sponsors correctly. Let's try that again. All right. And I'm also looking over here on my left, making sure that I show the logos accurately. All right. Let's go to this last image here. Go into there. Let's go grab the next one. And drop that into there. All right. And so currently you see I have shadow boxes around these. However, the previous year, I'll bring that one over here. See, there were no shadow boxes around those logos. So we're going to remove the shadow boxes here now because I don't want those to be that way. So if we'll click in the image, and if we'll scroll up to the top and go to our advanced, you'll see that it had rounded corners and it had a lot of shadow. So we're going to remove that shadow off of each one because we just want the logos to be centered nice and clean there. Sometimes you can't help that the submission of a logo was larger than another one. But for now, we're just going to go take those light shadows off. All right, so now that we have the first 6, we're going to now duplicate this one. Instead of going down here and duplicating this one again with the shadows, we're just going to go right up here to the blue, and we're going to duplicate that one. Now, again, we do realize these are our 2022 information here. It looks like we duplicated that one twice. We might just delete that one. And let us go in and let's duplicate that one because we want this one to say that these are our sponsors. All right. And so let's go up one more. And these are our 2023. All right. And so from there, we did say we were going to delete that one. All righty. And let's go in and adjust these last few. So let's get the link for that one. And we will be almost complete with this area of the update until I reach out to my client and ask them to review it and see if I missed anything. Because I also will need to know in that email how specifically they wanted people to be able to download any additional packets that were in there. That I do recall as well. And sometimes there is a specific way they want them to be able to access that. So I'll definitely be reaching back out to my client for that. And it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So we're not sure how we're going to get those 4 in here, but we'll figure that out. All right, and I got both kids texting me to death. I do apologize. All righty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think we said we had 4 more that need to be added. All righty. And so what I'm going to do temporarily is I am going to duplicate this one more time. And what I'm going to do temporarily is go in there and delete the 2 on the end. And we're going to fill in the middle with these last 4, which I believe was 1. Nope. 1. 2. 3. And 4. Alrighty. All right, and so we're just going to save that for now. So for now, we have the 2023 Mary Garber Classic sponsors. We have the 2022 images here, and they'll let me know if these were the winners. I'm going to put that for now, and they may come back and tell me something a little different. All right, and so for now, what I would like to do, and I'll have to see about playing with the layout of this because I would love to have the additional 2023 information. But for now, we're just going to go and grab that 2023 logo and replace that. And I will verify with my client. So let's get the link for that one. And let's go in here. And yeah, they're going to have to give me one that's bigger. Yeah, because I don't like the way that's fitting in there. That's too much room around that logo. Yeah, and when I work with the size, it's doing something weird to it. Yeah, so I'm going to have to get a better logo from them because I shouldn't have any constraints to this area. So for now, we'll leave that as it is, and we'll get a better logo from them. All right, so save. All right, and so for now, if we go out to the actual website and we click on the Mary Garber Holiday Classic, you will be able to see that the information that we just loaded in is now visible and live on the website. It starts up top with the announcement. It has the logos listed there for the sponsors. It moves down in the 2022 tip-off winners, and then it still has the 2021 data, as well as some of the banquet, and awards events and what that information looked like. So we've started with the requested update. Let's go here into that mail and check that one more time. Let's pull that off screen. Don't want anybody's email address populating up there. That should not be. Let's go with Mary Garber. And then let me check and see what else was in that packet, because there was more in the packet than the logo. So the sponsorship letter, when you populate that, let me go ahead and show you guys the sponsorship letter that was in the initial request. That letter pops up here, gives them information that was already added here on this button. And let's see what was next. All right, those are the images, those are the logos. All right, and then so we also have the game schedule. All righty, and so we have the game schedule in a text format. Let me show you guys that. The game schedule, as you see, came across in a text format, as well as the brackets. Those were sent in a Excel format. So what I generally do with that, and it looks like I do need to add those two logos, the Bell Davis Pitt and the Atrium Health Wake Forest. I need to add those two in there as well, because they seem to be the 2023 sponsorships for that. So let's go ahead and grab that real quick while we know, so that I won't forget. Let's go back over here to the classic. Let's go into the logos. Let's go ahead and get the Atrium's link. Looks like we will need to add that element. Let's just duplicate and populate that over. All right, and let's just duplicate and populate that over. And Bell Davis, get their link and go here, here, and populate that over and save that. So it looks like because they sent the brackets for this year in an Excel format, more than likely what generally happens with that is I go through downloading that as an image file. Because if you go and have a look at the 2022 Classic, those were listed on the website in an image file. And I also did a PDF file for someone wanting to download that. So this area right here will be duplicated. So looks like we're at the same schools this year, if I recall from the other screen here. Yep, we're at the same school here. So what I'll generally do is go and create a PDF, and then I will bring in the PDF, and then I will bring in an image so that it can be seen, so that people can right click and copy that image. If they want to just be able to press and hold from their mobile device, they can do that. Or if they actually want to go in and print out a hard copy, they can click on that and it will populate open that file in a larger image for them to see. Okay, so that is what I will be adding to this area here. In there above the logo images, just like previous years. Right now, currently I have this. Let me hit refresh. Here we go. I was going to say that says 2021, guys. What did we not do? All right, so currently I have this in this format, and I have these logos kind of large. What I'll probably do is let me see if I can do this real quick so you guys can see it on the screen. All right, so what I would love to do is make these logos, and I know I'm on a widescreen, so they are big like that, but I'll pull this up in my mobile and see what it looks like in a moment on the mobile, because right now, on a mobile device, everything goes from being on a computer screen, it's horizontal, and then when you bring it on your mobile device, it immediately goes to, vertical or portrait. Look, and then all of that shows in a long list of logos and images like that. And so there's not a whole lot that we can do on the mobile device to have everything continue to look nice and crisp and clean. But one of the things I would love to do is to make sure that this area currently right now on the mobile device, we have it with a 150 and a 150. I would love to be able to see that a little bit larger so more of the logo shows. So I'll probably go in and make an adjustment to that. And then also, because it's full screen for the computer, but as you saw when you go to the mobile, some of that flyer is cut off. And so I want to make sure that I go in and edit my margins for that to make sure there's enough padding in there for that logo to show up, or I will change it to an element, and then I would actually make the image the element instead of the background. But in addition to that, we want to go ahead and get those brackets added in both a downloadable as well as an image swipe like previous years. They're able, like I said, to right click and copy, or they're available to download that PDF and print out a copy. So those are the last two adjustments that I will be making. And then until I hear back from the client, those will be the only updates that I'm making on today. So again, guys, you want to be able to ensure that when you're designing for the web and when you're designing for mobile, that everything, of course, is legible, that it's readable, that it's clean, that it's easy to understand, easy to follow. You want to make sure that everything uploads quickly, your videos uploads quickly, your images upload quickly, and everything is able, to be seen. So this is an image that we chose to use last year. This year, we're choosing to use the actual flyer. Knowing myself, I'll probably go in and re-edit my image from last year, use a different winner's image over here, go ahead and put the 2023 image, and I'll probably go ahead and load that up here on the right somewhere or over here to the right somewhere so that it's kind of a balanced look. These are just the things that you think about when you are actually working for the client. What looks balanced, what looks cohesive, what is legible, what is clean, what makes sense for the space. So for me, looking at how large these logos look on the website, for me, I would like to see them, a little bit smaller. And so I was alluding to going here to the web presence itself and possibly going ahead and copying this block a second time. See how the logo got a little bit smaller, and then possibly just shifting the logo up and deleting this one out. Now that's going to make them a little bit smaller. Okay. And so if I want to do that again, I would copy that again here. I would drag the one from here up to there and maybe take and drop out that one. So now they're a little bit smaller. And then let's go ahead and bring this one up here, down here, bring this one up here. All right. I didn't count them, so this may not work, but we're going to see in just a moment if it does work. All right. Because I would like to see, even though I like the way it looks, I would like to see those logos go just a little bit smaller on the large screen, because as you saw, even with the mobile, it does look a little heavy, And so we have two that are kind of outstanding here. For now, don't know what we're going to do with those two, but yes, I do. Actually, watch this. What I want to do is, because these two are sponsors and we do need two spaces, I'm going to make that a copy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them up here, and let's get rid of Bill. And then I'm going to bring this one up here, and let's get rid of Atrium. All right. And so now we can let that whole row go. They are about the same size throughout here. And because they are a actual location sponsor, their sponsorship is a little bit different. So what I'm going to do, and I feel like I just did something weird. Okay. Oh, I know, because I'm supposed to be deleting all of these. My bad. Yeah, I was like, something don't seem right there. And so now we're going to get rid of both of those. Those are now on a similar level. And what I would like to do, and it's weird. I know what you're thinking right now. You're probably thinking, just bring that logo right up into either side of here. Here's the only problem with that. These are actually image boxes, and this is a text box. And so you can't combine that image right there beside that. However, you can nestle. All right. And what I mean by nestle is if I take this one here and I can use a negative top margin. See how that brought that up right beside it? Now, when I hit save, it may not look the best online, but that is probably the closest way that I can get both of those to nestle on each side, because it took one box and it laid it over another box. So let's hit save and let's go see how well that looks online. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to look on mobile, and I'll tell you how we get around that. So I think that looks pretty great. Okay, so we have both of the logos settled on either side of the text, and that looks great. Those logos are small enough. If we wanted to make those a little bit bigger, we could. And the way that we could make those bigger is if we could just drop out the box on either end like that, and now save it and go back to the events page and hit refresh. Now those logos are a little bit bigger. Okay, so that's one of the ways that we could get those logos up there, and we have all 12 logos here. All right. So again, like I say, I'm going to go ahead and add the brackets in here. I'll probably break up the logo space and put the brackets inside here. And so what that would mean is that I would go in and I would clone this middle lane here. And for now, I would just drop these out just so I can remember, because I have to go pick up the kids now, just so I can remember right in here is where I want to put the brackets, right? And then I'll go in and I'll create a space that's similar to a text box, and I'll throw the brackets that are located here in the middle. I'll use that image space to put the brackets in. So I thank you guys for your time today. We're almost at 1 hour. I hope you've been able to look at this segment and see, you know, some of the details that go on in the back area of what it is to actually go in and do updates. I'm not sure what was going on with Wix earlier. We'll get around to it and get the Hayes Foundation updated. We'll get the birthday banner removed. We'll see if we can get in contact with the client and get back from the client some of the gallery images from the 80th birthday celebration. And I'll put those on the main website. And then I'll go in and also locate the board of directors area and ensure that the request for getting Richard Daniels added to the board of directors is located and updated on that site. So I hope you've been able to see what some of the intricacies that go on in the back area of web design. Normally I do web updates and things like that in the night, but because High Level is so wonderful about the way that they instantly, you know, allow you to fix, correct, update, change, and you see the results immediately, it's not a long propagation process. I feel more comfortable with making web updates, especially web updates that are as simple as logo updates for sponsorships, because these sponsorships were the same as last year. And then we'll update the main page to feature the event of the hour, because each time we have, and this client does quarterly events, so they have pretty much an event each quarter, and it's featured first and foremost on the site. We make those updates and changes, and then we drop it down lower into the website later on when the next event comes up for its quarter. But I'm hoping that you've been able to, you know, glean from this what some of the back end of this looks like, that you're excited about any updates and changes that you are doing or making to your own brand, any enhancements that you are making. And of course, you can always drop your questions, comments, and concerns into any of the comment areas, into any of the inbox if you are in the Learn, Lead, and Level Up group that has been affectionately renamed to the brand new accountability voluntold group. If you have no earthly idea what I'm talking about, then you must not be plugged in, because it is the accountability and voluntold group coaching that we do inside of the Learn, Lead, and Level Up group. So please, again, let me know if you have any questions or concern as a Lighthouse client, as a Premier client, as a brand new client, as a brand new client, as a voluntold client. I'm here to serve, to brand you, to educate you, and to help you get your assets in order. And the only way I can know what assets that you're trying to get in order is if we actually hold a consultation and we walk through, what it is that you have, so that I can, really go through and see what may need to be updated, changed, enhanced, and all of that. So I thank you for your time today. I look forward to catching you on the next one. I'm really excited about what's coming in fourth quarter. What's coming in fourth quarter, of course, is the Listen and Learn segment of us actually walking through about 9 books over the course of 2024 as a whole. The first 12 weeks are geared towards the Win Without Pitching Manifesto, as well as the Living with Purpose. So these two manuscripts we're going to walk through first, from Blair Enns and Dr. Miles Monroe. We're walking through these two first. You need to have your workbook so that you can walk along with us. If you need access to where to get your workbook from, you'll need to reach out to me so that I can send you access to that. Let me see. Another child hit me up. He's so silly. Okay. You need to request access to that, but I have the links available for you to go in and grab both of these books, because these are the first two. If you're interested in watching us revamp the entire agency, we're going to be using the Win Without Pitching Manifesto to do that. And if you're looking at the mindset shift that we're going to be doing, we're doing that through the devotions, the daily devotions journal from Dr. Miles Monroe. It's a 129-day journey that we will be on, and you will be able to do that through the workbook. So reach out to me. You know your different means of how to reach out to me. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and select the bell to get notifications whenever we are live, so that you can be notified of all of this good content. I hope to catch you on the flip side. I appreciate your time on today, and I'm excited about this journey that we're on and where we are going. I'll catch you guys on the next one. To your success.